Hi, Curiosity Explorers. I'm Preeti, and welcome to our brand new series, Accidental Discoveries. Sometimes the world's biggest breakthroughs start as tiny oops moments, like messy labs and melted snacks. We're going to explore how mystery rays, unwashed hands, and even a walk in the woods changed history. From saving lives with mold to the secret of the sticky note, get ready for 6 amazing stories. Join me where being wrong led to something totally right, because every question is an adventure. Get those thinking caps on. Curiosity rules. See you in episode 1. Ever had those sticky little plant burrs stuck to your clothes after a walk? They're so hard to pull off. That's exactly what happened to Georges de Mestral in 1941 after a hike with his dog. He looked at them under a microscope and saw hundreds of tiny hooks catching on the loops of his clothes. Aha! He spent 10 years perfecting his invention, Velcro. It's the ultimate hook and loop fastener. Fun fact, Velcro is so useful that NASA uses it in space to keep things from floating away in zero gravity. Inspiration is everywhere, even in the woods. Stay curious and keep exploring. Have you ever tasted something super sweet when you weren't expecting it, like on a piece of plain bread? In 1879, a scientist named Konstantin Fallberg was working in his lab all day with messy chemicals. He forgot to wash his hands before dinner. When he bit into his bread, it tasted like candy. He realized a chemical on his hands was the cause. That chemical was saccharin, the world's very first artificial sweetener. It's much sweeter than regular sugar. Fun fact, saccharin is actually 300 times sweeter than sugar. A tiny bit goes a long, long way. But remember, always wash your hands before dinner, stay curious, and keep exploring. Have you ever seen right through something, like actually seen the bones inside your hand? In 1895, Wilhelm Röntgen was playing with electricity when he noticed a screen across the room was glowing. He put his hand in front of it and wow, he could see his own bones. He called them X-rays because they were a total mystery. Today, X-rays help doctors see inside our bodies to fix broken bones and keep us healthy. Fun fact, the first ever X-ray was of Röntgen's wife's hand. She said, "I have seen my death." Spooky, right? Remember, every mystery is just a discovery waiting to happen. Stay curious and keep exploring. Imagine this. You're working hard, and suddenly, the chocolate bar in your pocket turns into goo! That's exactly what happened to Percy Spencer in 1945 while he was building radar equipment. He realized the invisible waves from his machine were cooking his snack. Oops. Or was it? That oops moment led to the very first microwave. Now we can pop popcorn in seconds. Fun fact, the first microwave was almost 6 feet tall and weighed as much as a small elephant. Stay curious, stay kind, and keep exploring. Because every snack could be a scientific breakthrough. Ever made a huge mess? Well, one scientist's mess changed the whole world forever. Meet Alexander Fleming. In 1928, he forgot to clean his lab before going on vacation. When he got back, a strange mold had moved in and was destroying all the bad bacteria. That mold was penicillin, the first antibiotic. It has saved millions of lives ever since. Fun fact, Fleming almost threw the moldy dish away. Talk about a lucky save. Remember, every question is an adventure. Stay curious and keep growing that brilliant brain of yours. Ever lost your place in a book because your bookmark fell out? It's so frustrating. In 1968, Spencer Silver was trying to make a super strong glue, but he accidentally made a super weak one. It was sticky enough to hold, but weak enough to peel off without leaving a mark. For years, nobody knew what to do with it. Then his friend Art Fry used it to keep his songbook pages in place. And just like that, the Post-it note was born. Fun fact, Post-it notes are yellow because the lab next door only had yellow scrap paper to test them on. That wraps up our series on accidental discoveries. Remember, your biggest mistake could be your greatest invention. Stay curious.